This is Prehistoric Kingdom.
And we're live. Hello everyone, welcome to our live stream with Prehistoric Kingdom Blue Meridian team. And today we have with you, and you guys present yourself.
Yeah, so I'm Mao, creative director of the game.
I'm Byron. I do all the music and audio for the game.
I'm Cindy. I do the animal skins, and I am the CFO.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Rosie, and I'm the community manager.
And
I'm
Sasha.
Sasha, and I am CEO of Fractio.
CEO since when? But yeah, well.
COO. Well, we already don't count you.
Yeah, well, welcome everyone. Yeah, it's like exciting day. Tomorrow we're finally launching Prehistoric Kingdom on Steam. In early access. Yes, it's been a while. Like I'm not sure how many years, guys. It's like how long it's been in development.
Many.
Too many.
Too long. I think about 7 years until we started the project, or since. And I think 2.5 since the first launch trailer.
Yeah, and it's like same with us. Like with our project is like the difference is like when we start, we start. It's a different when the AAA team starting the project because they start with a fully built team, and the plan. How we start with just an ideas and we build up and like hire new people, and that's why it usually takes longer. We redevelop a lot of things in the game, and it takes this long. Yeah, but the game is looking super good. So any of you guys want to talk about what people can expect tomorrow, when it's going to go live, what features and things like that maybe.
Sure, I think we should touch on the first few bases because we get these questions a lot. So for one, the game is in early access. It's not a finished product. It will be coming to Steam in early access. For two, it will cost $30 US. For regional pricing, I'm not sure how Steam handles that, but we will know for sure tomorrow. And for three, what was the third thing I wanted to talk about? Yes, the release date. So it's coming at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So about the same time the trailer released, so you can expect the game to be purchasable then.
Yeah, awesome. And as we talked a little bit earlier, it's like it will be very important for us guys if you enjoy the game, leaving reviews, if you're gonna if you'll receive a copy, because even if you got it through the Kickstarter, didn't purchase it from Steam, still leave us a like or review, because Steam counts all of that, and it will help us to promote game even better, to put it in higher shelves and stuff like that. But yeah, exciting time.
Very exciting.
So what do you guys say about what people can expect from the game, what they will be able to do? Because we all know that it's not full released, but unfortunately, as we know, a lot of people on Steam will not know that, and we just want to make sure and do our best to prepare everyone for what you guys gonna get. And I think it's like pointing out to some vital things right now will be important, so that you guys take it with you and get your expectations straight tomorrow. Yeah. And anyone want to cover?
Yeah. So I guess you could continue. Yeah.
You go.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, to start, we have 23 different animals in the game. There are how many? Like 18 dinosaurs, 19 dinosaurs. Anyway, we have 23 animals in the game across dinosaurs, mammals, and mini exhibits, which are basically smaller animals which have a bunch of different animations. We have the Microraptor, Archaeopteryx. There's a whole bunch of species. I think, should we link the feature post that we had the other day? Just if you want to have a read?
We can.
Yeah, whoever can reach that link will be good.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, nice.
And I know you guys are working on the tutorials, last minute tutorials, so it should help anyone who's gonna try the game for the first time ever to try it out. And
that's the wrong link.
Oh, so just invited you guys to join our own on stream again.
What's the stream again?
Yeah.
Try number 2. There it is.
There you go.
Yeah, so like you were saying, 23 animals. There's 3 playable maps they can play on. There is I would say 2.5 playable game modes. So there's the two standard ones, challenge and sandbox, but there's also a third one that's scenario, which is very exciting. And for now, it's just locked to a tutorial scenario that sort of starts you through the game. But eventually, we would love to include more missions and more story-driven, like campaign missions, and that would be very cool. But for now, it's just a tutorial.
Yeah, and as it develops, so we know that you guys are planning to update game. So basically, you guys going to get the free DLCs almost on a monthly basis, right? Like because you're planning to add, well, I mean, free DLCs in the ways like the new
Yeah.
content going to be delivered to everyone's ideally on a monthly basis, but like yeah, hot fixes more frequently.
So
Yeah.
obviously, yeah, it's an early access journey, which means it's a continued development process. It would sort of suck if we released it and we dipped and there were no updates. So our plans internally are to, and we can actually show this in the roadmap we have. But the internal plans we have are to release smaller monthly content updates with quarterly larger feature updates. And I can actually stream that, I think, because we have got some plans set up.
Yeah.
I think people would be excited to find out like what your plans are and
Yeah.
what to expect.
Yeah. So if my stream works, yes. So we have actually got a few things laid out in this Trello roadmap. For now, we've only laid out the plans for the first year. So this is roughly what you can expect. EA 1.01 is the first month, second month, and then you get the quarterly updates. And we plan to expand the game and make it more replayable and just keep on adding features and improvements, as you can expect with any early access title.
So is this roadmap, is it public? Everyone can see it, or this is currently
Yes.
internal?
Yes.
Okay,
The
Maybe you
update
can drop
is
the link
public.
as well. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
In the
I think it
chat
would
so
be
that
good.
people
Yeah,
can
people
join.
would love to follow the journey and see where you guys
Mhm.
heading. So what do you think would be the most exciting thing that you're planning to add?
From the upcoming features.
Oh boy, there's a lot. For me personally, and then everybody else can share if they want. For me personally, I'm really excited for the herding and packing animal updates. So just adding some behavior to the animals, making them feel more alive, making them form groups, socialize with each other. I think that will breathe a lot of life into the game. Very exciting.
I'm in a similar place. I'm really looking forward to the animal locomotion update. I think just getting the animals looking more smooth, being able to move around a little bit better. I think that's going to go a long way in making the animals look more alive and just presentable.
So what does that really mean? Are you guys planning to like actually remake animations, or are you adding some kind of computer animation like IK and stuff like that?
More so expanding the current animation set, because right now
Mhm.
the animals can only just walk in a straight line. They're very rigid.
Mhm.
So we're looking to kind of improve that and make them a little bit more flexible.
Rideable dinosaurs? No.
Maybe. Throwback to
Only
PAX.
physically.
Yeah, because nobody's doing it. So I mean, maybe we'll be the first. But cool.
What about you, Cindy?
I am also really excited for expanding upon the animal behaviors and animations. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty much what the whole team is excited for. We just want to make these animals real cool.
Yes, and not only the animals,
Characters as well, right?
Oh,
The AI.
the human characters as well. Yes, their
Yeah.
AI, their welfare, their animations. Because a lot of people pointed this out rightfully in watching the trailer and just playing alpha and then beta. The guests aren't the most deep, let's say. They're very basic and very simple in their current behavior, and we see everybody's point. And that doesn't mean that they're always going to be like this. We're obviously going to expand upon their depth and just make them more believable. That's actually, if you look at the roadmap again, I think I'm still streaming it. That's actually one of the first updates we want to launch.
That's very
It's
nice.
right here. There it is. Guest welfare. We were actually planning to release it earlier, but just ran out of time. But the cool thing with that is that we actually already started on it. We have some animations that we started on, and I can actually share some of those as well. Yes.
In a second.
There they are. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
I was just looking for the window. So now keep in mind these animations are still work in progress. They're not finished, but just to show that we plan to expand their animation set, make them do more things, just look at animals, point around. He is pointing at the chat currently.
Looked like a rock star that dropping his on that album. It's like,
Hey.
yeah,
Hey, it's him.
yeah. Nice.
That's
Yeah.
the PK chat.
Yeah, human animations are the most challenging usually because we know them so well, it's like because we see
Of
people
course.
all the time, and it's like it's so hard to make them like just be like natural looking and
Of
stuff like
course.
that, yeah.
And to reiterate again, like these are not finished. They still got to get their polishing, got to finish them off. But just to show off that, yes, we do plan to expand their core behavior, and he is looking.
He's looking for the chat.
He's looking in the future for future updates, yes.
He's looking for guest welfare. Where is it?
It's like nobody's here, guys. You
So
promised.
I also, oh, sorry, Alex.
Oh no, go ahead.
Yeah, I also saw on your roadmap that you guys planning Steam Workshop.
Yes, we do.
I think a lot of people would be actually excited because I saw some people were in chat asking about it. So when do you guys thinking about coming up with that feature? Is it going to be a little bit towards the end of the development cycle, in the middle, the beginning?
I think it's as early as our second minor update, right?
Yep, it is right here. Yes, Steam Workshop support in EA 102, which is in around June. So the second content update.
Awesome. So what people will be able to add or like modify? What are you guys planning?
So for now, we actually have a modular building system where, players of beta and alpha have known this. You can sort of almost build whatever you like. You have a lot of available pieces that you can place however you want and, translate them, scale them, rotate them. And through the modular prefab system, you can actually save what you build and share it with other people. And the Steam Workshop support is just another way to share this with people through Steam,
Awesome.
so easy, simple integrations and just a simple click and you can get other people's builds in your game.
It's very nice.
That's awesome. So we can build castles and then share between each other.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And then start some kind of dinosaur castle war.
I'd also like to quickly mention that with the whole workshop thing, it is a feature that's natively built into the game. So even if you're using like Epic or something, you can still like share your local files, get them online, share them online. Like it's not a exclusive
It's not
feature necessarily.
linked to Steam. Yeah, that's very nice.
It's very open.
That's awesome. So, and you mentioned Epic Games. So the game will be on Steam and Epic Games, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. That's awesome. And can you guys maybe tell a little bit more about what's unique you have in the game that probably like differentiates you from any other dinosaur game?
Well, I
Who
promise
wants
I'm
to go?
gonna
Talk too
censor.
much.
Yeah.
Well, for a start, we have Nigel Marvin, and that's pretty great.
And that's it.
That's it. No,
we can stop right there.
And a nice logo. Yeah.
That's all you need.
Nigel is like a huge part in just like the game feel and just kind of the overall direction. We
Yeah,
are much more of a.
He's actually going to be in the game, like to point that out, right? Like because you guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yes.
So what part he's going to be taking? Or
he's basically the park supervisor, and he's just kind of basically like a little guy on your shoulder that's just there to like give you new facts about the species. The tutorial that we're building, he holds your hand throughout the entire thing. It's really cute. And in the future, we intend to have like more dialogue to let him know like what's wrong with the park, that kind of stuff. But he's definitely like he adds a lot to the game. It's really special.
A lot of flair, a lot of charm. He's actually in the tutorial. He drives you through it. He shows you the steps. He shows you the ropes. It's really cute. Can't wait for you all to see.
That will be really exciting. Yeah, it's very nice to see how very responsive he was like during the development. It seems like a very 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 nice guy.
He's so lovely.
He is a really cool dude.
Yeah.
And you mentioned also about the modular system, right, for your buildings. So like you can build, as you said, like pretty much anything, right?
Right.
So how does it work in terms of like the gameplay? So you select any kind of like already pre-built prefab or like piece, and then you can modify it in terms of sizes, and then you can start basically playing around with it. And
yes, so it's Yeah, so it's not unique to us in the sense that it hasn't been done before. There's obviously other games that have been doing modular systems, but we hope that we have brought some of those features and we improved on some others. What we plan to do really well, at least, is a sense of easy startup. So basically, we've included a lot of pre-made prefabs that you can simply place down if you're not a creatively driven player. And you can simply place those, or make your own, build your own, and you can select any piece on the map. You can select trees already painted. You can paint trees and then select them. You can select anything and change it any way you want. A lot of pieces have settable colors, flexi color that you can change. So it's very free form. You can build as long as you have time and drive. You can build almost anything.
I'd
Damn,
also like
that-
to add on to that, where it's like the modular system isn't just like its own like little visual thing, it also impacts the pathfinding. So if you build bridges and ramps, the animals can use them, guests can use them. It's very interactive in how you can kind of shape the park and get things to where you want them. Because it's not just, oh, I got to put paths down. It's you can build a skyscraper and have people walk around. Like it works. It's really cool.
So you will be able also to build some buildings for your dinosaurs, and they will just use them, right?
Yeah.
Without any issues.
Yes. They will
Things like
navigate inside.
things
take
like
shelter.
elevators for dinosaurs will be nice.
Then you'll accidentally build a staircase for them to get out from their cages.
Oh no.
You can.
Like, oops.
That's the beauty of it, the freedom that you have. And for those, because I've looked at the chat, and for those who say that time could be an issue with it, that's why we've included some starting prefabs so that you can simply, drag them into the map, plop them down, and then you're ready. You can play.
And I
Like
guess
now-
with
You can
this,
build everything if you don't want to.
I guess with the Steam Workshop, it's also going to allow you to download whatever you like and basically utilize someone's work who already spent the time creating it for you.
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
like Mao said, that we've tried to include a lot of avenues to kind of speed up the process. So like sometimes it's as easy as putting down like a prefab, and then we actually have menus that allow you to change like the wall textures, the roof textures, all in one click. Swaps models, it changes a lot, and it's just really easy.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And I actually saw that some of the people who were already playing alpha and beta, they were creating like amazing scenes.
It's
Oh, yeah.
insane.
Game. They even were trying to copy like Jurassic World, right?
Yes.
Scenes.
Jurassic
Yeah, like
Park.
movie
were,
moments.
amazing, especially with the boss one. I remember.
Yeah, Rudy, that was awesome.
Oh yeah, it's crazy because only like a few thousand people have played the beta and alpha so far, and already there's been so many people and so many crazy builds that we've seen, and we've been absolutely floored by. So we just can't wait to see when more people get to play the game
Future
tomorrow,
stuff,
just
yeah.
what kind of creativity pops up. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. And are you guys planning, I don't know, to have some kind of contests maybe in that area? Like, hey, who's gonna? Because I saw that you were doing it previously, but it was more in with a closed community. And since a lot of people are gonna get access to the game, like I'm planning to do it on a larger scale, so people can put their creativity and showcase their work for like a lot of other people.
Yeah, they probably should invite like people should join their Discord channel if they would like to participate in this kind of events, because it's exciting to see what people are coming up with. Yeah. And yeah. And there was some questions about performance as well, minimum requirements on Steam. So I know that you guys are very hard at work on optimizing performance, so people can expect a little bit of hiccups at the beginning, but it's going to be ironed out as the game develops. I'm not sure if you guys want to tell us a little bit more about that. That'll be good.
Yeah, no, of course. With any release, there's a couple of hiccups here and there. PK, because it's such a free game and you can sort of build anything, and the maps are so huge, there's always going to be some amount of trade there, of performance issues. But we are really working, like you said, working hard to improve it as much as possible, and just in future updates keep on improving it until it gets playable for more people. There will always be a certain ceiling that you can play it as, but we hope that as many people as possible will be able to play it.
Well, it's also very hard to let people do whatever they want and also control performance over that, because like it's easier to create this isolated area and give them just like this amount of tools and
Absolutely.
offer them the perfect performance. But like since we're letting you guys build whatever you want. So, I mean, at some point, your computer might give up if you start building this castle with no limits, because everything is using pathfinding, everything is real time. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, please go ahead.
I do want to mention that in the past few weeks, we've done a lot of performance improvements, actually. Now, when the game starts, it might not be starting at the best frame rate just yet, but something that PK does well is scale its performance
Maintaining.
well across larger parks. Yes, absolutely. So you can build, like decently sized parks, medium to large sized parks without feeling too much of a hitch. Now, obviously we're going to keep improving that, but that's something that the game already performs pretty well at.
Sounds good.
I think we'll.
But I am sure that people will keep reporting issues, and we'll have our hands very full, and we'll keep fixing them.
Well, support is another beautiful beast that we have to deal with.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yeah, you guys be patient. We know a lot about everything. And yeah, team is hard at work. And we personally, at Creatio, have been paying attention that you guys been working with developers, with players on performance. I think that you guys even have like separate channel for that, where the people just like post their performance stats, and you guys just work and check their save files to improve it, to make sure that everything runs fine. Because like these games are, they're really hard to maintain. Like you want everything to look very nice and beautiful with nice glass shaders and stuff like that, but like you also want all of that times 1,000 when they build whatever, and it just in some cases it's like not even possible to give you like 200 FPS all the time. It's like
But don't you worry, the code monkeys are hard at work at monkeying about the code.
Yes. So it's going to be epic.
And Mao, how many animals do you guys planning to have? Like overall in the game as you guys release?
So
including those bugs that carry the poop around.
Oh, the bugs are the best.
Oh, they
are the best.
For sure.
Yeah.
Are you saying the game is shit and they're carrying the shit, or?
Yes. Precisely.
How many shit bugs are you gonna have? Yeah.
Once.
Can you breed them?
The testers have reported too many, so we'll see.
Too many bugs. Yeah.
No, but so it's a pretty fluid list, because we're not sure ourselves just how high we want to make that list. But for starters, we're planning through free updates, so just free animals around 40 or to maybe 50. And maybe we can always do towards the end of the dev cycle, little expansions or little packs with even more animals, and we can expand that.
Do you accept requests for animals somewhere on your Discord? Because it seems like a lot of people are excited about different animals and different dinosaurs. Yes. So are you like keeping track of it, or is there people can go, let's say, to your Discord server and submit like, hey guys, can you add please this dinosaur? And if it's going to be a lot of people who would like to see the dinosaurs, you guys going to go and proceed with adding that dinosaur or animal?
We get suggestions every single day. We have a really exciting lineup for the next year, but people can keep sending us suggestions as much as they want.
Yeah,
hey, that's awesome.
Yeah. We recently
touch on that,
we were teasing some of our because we didn't reveal the full early access lineup, so we actually teased the dinosaur. The dinosaur, that was a big reveal. So it was really fun on our Discord with everyone guessing it. And we'll probably be doing that within the next few months. So there'll be lots of teases, but we're really excited for the lineup. We think everyone will be happy.
To touch on that for a second, on the question of whether do we take requests, we don't take them in the way that, we have a dedicated channel where people can just post requests, and we say, okay, they suggested that, so we're doing it. However, we are looking at what people want, and obviously we are, adapting our list based on people wants. So we see that an animal is very popular, we're going to say, okay, people like that, so we might try to sneak it in.
And that kind of goes for like a lot of the game's features. Like we look at just the community consensus, like what people are looking for, what they might want, and then we kind of like look at our plans and see where we can fit new things in alongside that.
That's actually awesome. I think that's one of the best things about indie teams and indie developers in general, that they are way more flexible than AAA titles, because usually with AAA titles they have a specific schedule, and it doesn't matter what people want.
A
It's like
roadmap.
we have to execute that roadmap, and that's it. Where you guys,
Exactly.
it's like way more flexible in terms of like, oh, we see that people would like to have this. Okay, let's just add this. Or did you want more dinosaurs or more animals? Hey, here you go. So
Yeah.
it's
I think one of the important things to mention as well is, because I see the chat is very diverse, like different languages pop here and there. So we gonna launch Prehistoric Kingdom on English tomorrow, supporting English language, but team is really hard at work on helping to set up the project to get localized on more languages. So you guys can expect more languages as we develop. And as I think, if I'm not mistaken, Mao, I think within a few months we plan to start adding new languages, right? Like
Yes,
language
yes.
support.
So within, before the first quarterly update, we should also have game localization. Should all things go well.
Yeah.
I've written on my side a lot of the code for it already, so we're just waiting mostly on translations.
Yeah, you guys let us know again, as same as with dinosaurs, like what language you want to see the game to be translated to. But we also is gonna study Steam statistics and see where the game is popular, and of course we're gonna make sure that the fans with the most of our fans get an accessibility to the game with language and stuff like that. So yeah.
and I actually had one more question about dinosaurs and animals. You guys have tons of skins in the game, right?
Mhm.
So
Oh, yeah.
is it true that like each species
Indeed, like
actually has like
yeah.
3 to 4 different skins, and they kind of like completely change the look of how the dinosaur looks like?
The
Because
camo
there's
You want
like
to tell us
dinos.
about skins, Cindy?
So yes, I would love to talk about the
This is
thing that I
it's
do.
my prime
Absolutely.
time to shine.
So
Yeah.
all of the animals that aren't mini exhibit animals, they all at least have 3 skins each. Some of the animals are special, like T-Rex and Trike and Triceratops, and they have 4 skins. Um, for some animals, we also have alt species that are the
Mhm.
skins. So for Pachyrhinosaurus, for instance, the 3 skins represent 3 different species: Canadensis, Paratorium, and Lacustae. Um, and for those, it does sort of alter the silhouette of the animal because they might have different horns, different nose pad, etc. And you see this with some of the other animals in there too. Not every different skin is a different species
Mhm.
necessarily, but when it's applicable, we apply it like that. So yeah, there are quite a few skins. The mini exhibit animals just have the 1 skin.
That's pretty cool. And you also, I think you have I mean, they look completely different if it's female or male,
Not all of them,
right?
but a
But
lot of
there's
them
quite a
do
lot of
have
them, right?
a lot of them do have sexual dimorphism because it adds interest to it. So
Mhm.
yes, on the ones that have sexual dimorphism, you just multiply that 3 skin number by 2, and then you get 6 skins. And then in an animal like Triceratops, you might actually have 8.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think all of those
So
are sexually dimorphic. Yeah.
So if you look at the roster and you go, there's about 22, 23 animals, in reality, the amount of different looks is in like 60 or 70. So it's quite a bit of
Nice.
variation there. And not only that, but like our animals are also varied when it comes to random hues they can get, their skins can get, or like their size can be a little different, stuff like that to add some visual interest, like Cindy said.
So can we
Also,
have
just
babe? Oh, sorry. Go
I was
ahead.
just going to say, with the alternate species, a lot of them actually have different statistics too. So they're not just complete copy paste. They have different needs, and eventually we'd like to have some different sounds for some of the species too, just to kind of push that kind of difference. So it'd be really cool.
Yeah.
It
So,
sounds
and
something fascinating is like, how do you guys study sounds? Is like for the dinosaurs. Is like
Ooh.
you want to talk about it now? It's like,
Sure. Okay.
yeah.
So sound is something that we treat more so as like an entertainment thing. It's not necessarily trying to be like scientifically rigorous. Um, but there are things in the future that I would like to expand more on. For example, in the game, we have crested hadrosaurs and non-crested hadrosaurs. So we have Edmontosaurus and other animals like Parasaurolophus. In the sounds, I would like more of a differentiation between the two because we have 2 types of sounds in the game. We have species sounds and we have family sounds. And right now, all of the hadrosaurs share the same family set. in the future, I would like to kind of push not necessarily the science, but more like the anatomical differences and how they would breathe, and kind of introduce more of that throughout the game. Because I do look at a few papers where I can just to kind of get an idea of what things sounded like. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it is entertainment, so it's not going to be like one-to-one. But we try where we can.
Nice, nice.
But
Leading onto that thought, something that we haven't mentioned, it's pretty obvious most of the times looking at our trailers and stuff, but the animals in PK are varied in that, there's mammals and there's dinosaurs. So it's not only dinosaurs, it's also all kinds of prehistoric creatures, and in the future we're going to expand on that. But we also look at the science where we can, and we make the animals a little less monsters and a little bit more animals. So just like Nigel said in the trailer, these aren't monsters, and that's something we think it's really cool to see in a game.
I think he was talking about developers, not the animals.
Yes. The developers
but-
are scientifically accurate. The dinosaurs are a little bit too aggressive.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah. Well, we know that you guys been really hard at work. Some of you are missing sleep pretty often. So yeah, thanks for staying on top of it. Like we all working really hard to release PK tomorrow. And yeah, I'm excited to see all the fans are like with so many questions and excitements about the game. So the good news is again, the good news is that the game is not going to be released tomorrow. The game is going to be available tomorrow, but you guys will get updates constantly. So the journey is not going to end tomorrow. It's just starting tomorrow. So there will be a lot of new content, like all the improvements, and it's just fun. Like we went through that with our Universum game, and doing this type of development is really exciting because like the game is actually can shape up the way our fans want. It's like we can take it, as Sasha mentioned, is like we have this luxury that AAA companies does not have, is we can work with community and shape the game where we want it to be, where you guys want it to be, and it's really exciting. So it's a big date for us tomorrow. Yeah, for sure.
So, like Alex said, this is just the start of the journey tomorrow, and I wanted to take this opportunity just to thank everybody who's been with us on this journey so far, because you guys have supported us for how many years? 7 years? That's a very long time. That's a huge commitment, and obviously you've gotten us through all these times, and we can only thank you.
Yes. You guys are wonderful and lovely.
Yeah. The community is very very strong, and yeah, we can see a lot of active people, like very exciting stuff. So that's why I'm super looking forward. It's like, what are you guys going to develop? How are you guys going to release it?
Yeah.
I think like a lot of fans are going to be super excited and happy about it.
Over the next few months as well, we will be holding community challenges. So that'll be to do with building. So there'll be kind of a range of different creative things to do with the challenges. And we'll also be holding fan art competitions as well. So people can join our Discord to find out more.
Nice. Not sure
a lot
if
of competition is coming.
Yeah, not sure if we covered the price for the game. I see the question pop in the chat often.
Yeah.
You
mentioned it at the start, but we can reiterate. Yeah, sure. Game's gonna cost $30 USD. Now, as for Steam regional pricing, I'm not really sure how it handles it throughout each country.
Automatic. Yeah. It's gonna automatically convert it to your currencies. Some countries are just getting like lower prices. So it's not something that we really set up manually. So we just punch in the main price, and it's just gonna be it.
It's not something we have control over, so just Steam handles that. So, if you go like, why is the price so high in my country? Or, we just input the main price, which is 30 USD, and Steam does the rest.
Yeah. And
but to kind of maybe like cover a little bit on like the main pricing, that in euros it's 24.99 and in pounds it's 23.79. Those are like, I guess, like where it's mostly used, the currency. And yeah.
You guys don't accept cryptocurrencies? No?
No.
Not yet.
And actually, something that I've seen mentioned as well is whether the game will change its pricing, throughout early access. And no, we don't have any plans to change pricing throughout early access. The base game will stay at $30. later on we might do DLCs later in the game cycle. But the base game price will always be $30.
Yeah. We discussed that earlier, that we kind of wanted to make the price a little bit higher because we've been comparing the game with other similar games, and we have pretty decent amount of content, but we just decided to go with kind of like accessible direction where the price is not too high, and we feel like it's kind of like very fair price. So we hope you guys find it as well. So yeah, but
It was a continuous discussion between trying to make the game both fair for the consumer, but also not trying to undersell ourselves.
Exactly. Yeah, and like of course down the road, through some time there will be some discounts, holiday discounts and stuff like that. So you guys, if you can't afford it now for some reason, is and still want to help team, just as simple as just wish listing it on Steam is very helpful for sure, because it's all adds up to the statistics, to the data that Valve is going to operate to promote the game and stuff like that. So if you guys didn't wish list the game yet, and even if you know for sure that you're not going to miss it tomorrow, still go ahead and click that wishlist button on Steam. That will help us a lot. So yeah, and we're almost close to 200,000 wishlist too. So that will help us to get to 200,000 wishlist. I think like we're only like 2,000 or 3,000 wishlists
We're
away
very
from
close,
them. Yeah, and I mean for sure we're going to pass it tomorrow. I think before the release, but it's just
100%.
nice number. Thanks everyone who's
Round
in the
number.
list. Yeah.
Yes.
Really
And-
quickly, someone in chat actually asked what each of our favorite dinosaur is. So I don't know if we each want to say our early access favorite.
Should I start, because I know only one?
Sure.
Yeah.
No, well, I don't know. It's like I actually like the Triceratops, like based on they just look so wholesome and so kind of like, not sure. It's like everybody's portraying them super friendly, and
Really?
I'm not sure. That's my perception. I don't know. I might be incorrect, but that's something that I would write for sure. Is like if I could.
Okay.
If I was like in
Actually,
the
I'm
Stone
gonna have
Age
to go with
without
the
the
same.
T-shirt, is like, it's like Triceratops is my boy. Yeah.
No, same. My favorite one from the early access lineup is also Trike, and he's actually really cool. It was T-Rex for a long time, but now it's Triceratops, and yeah, really cool.
T-Rex got a little bit stereotypical. I feel like, right? It's like it's just like it's uninspiring to say T-Rex because everybody will say T-Rex. Yeah, it's like the but I mean Triceratops is a bit, yeah.
A lot of
It's a
people asking
classic.
about Spinosaurus.
It's
Cool
coming.
Dinosaur.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Well, let
Not saying when, but
everyone
it's coming.
let everyone say their favorite dino. So now, what's yours?
Yes.
Ooh, it's either the Triceratops again or probably the Dryosaurus. He's like a
Okay.
little green one. He's so cute.
He's cute.
Cindy.
Well, they're all my children, but
My
if you were asking me
mother
what my
of
favorite
the
dinosaur, yes.
dinos.
If you were asking what my favorite dinosaur was in general, I would say Styracosaurus, but from the EA, I would have to say it's a tie between the Triceratops, the Psittacosaurus, and Acrocanthosaurus. Those three are my favorite.
All right.
What about you, Rosie?
Dryosaurus. Yeah, Dryosaurus is my favorite. I was very, very excited when we finally added him to early access because he just looks like a little baby. He's tiny, very, very cute. Just if you imagine like a baby dinosaur, it's like, oh my God, it's Dryosaurus, so cute.
And Sasha's like exhibitors, probably. Yeah, it's like
Well,
the visitors.
I do like Velociraptors, and if you guys gonna have at some point Megalodon, it's a little bit like
Ooh.
I would love to see it.
That
I
is
think
a
it's gonna be
shark.
pretty. Well, yes, but I mean that's a shark that lived like many years ago, right?
Shark, dinosaur. Same
Yeah,
thing.
what
It's
makes
the same thing.
We're all
like,
just fishes, so
crocodile, right?
true.
It's like isn't it chicken is the one of the dinosaurs that survived? Was it?
well, all birds are dinosaurs,
Yeah.
so yeah, the birds are descendants of the dinosaurs that survived.
Okay.
You're gonna get the chat riled up.
So I changed, since you guys chose the Triceratops, all of you, and so uninspiring and uncreative. I'm gonna choose. I'm gonna go with
sorry,
chicken.
sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with chicken because I thought nobody's gonna say that. It's like, and
It's a good
You
April
lucked
Fool's
out.
update.
Yeah, so chicken for me. I hope you guys
Dude,
gonna
yeah,
add it.
chickens.
It
Like
is
in
one
the
of the
future.
tastier ones.
I mean, yeah, for dinosaurs and people, very popular. But cool. I'm not sure what else we want to cover. You guys have any more questions that you want to bring from chat? And I'm sorry, guys, if we are not going to answer all your questions. Again, that's why we have a Discord channel. So please join Prehistoric Kingdom Discord channel. Not sure if we can paste the link.
Yeah, I can do it.
But yeah, anything else you guys want to cover? Any questions? Anything that we would like to our fans know about?
Well, a lot of people, every day we get asked about Steam Workshop support. I know we kind of answered and talked about it a bit earlier, but people are already sharing their builds on our Discord. So again, you can go over there and you can maybe, there's so many creative builders already at the moment kind of sharing what they make. So if you don't, if you're not a confident builder, you can go and take a look and you can download what other people are building so you can have that in your own zoo. So that's a great aspect of our Discord at the moment, but eventually we will get there with Steam Workshop support in the next few
Yeah,
months.
and good thing is like if you're about that, if you need that, but like we share some of the creations through our email outreach as well. So whenever we have posts, so more people gonna see your creation, and we're gonna mark them with your name. So if you want to become a celebrity dinosaur captivity engineer, so we can stamp
Yeah.
that.
We have community spotlights every week, so just share any of your enclosures, parks, any weird thing you make, share it in our Discord. We'll see it. We see
We
everything.
should have a contest of the most weirdest one. It's like the somebody's
had,
building
we
something like really
actually, I'll do a
unusual.
shout out. We had a Star Destroyer,
Oh
which
wow.
is very good. That was amazing. And I think just people making just tiny little animals themselves and bugs with all the modular
Oh, yeah.
pieces.
Maybe
That
we
was
can
insane.
Do you have
showcase.
anything that you guys
We can
show?
showcase, or maybe even now, if you guys can pull it up, like we can showcase it now, or we can be better
Okay,
prepared for next
give me
time.
2 minutes.
Oh,
I'll send it now,
Well,
maybe.
all right. Well,
Meanwhile, I saw a question that's I think is pretty important to answer. People asking what animals they can expect from the quarterly updates, and I just wanted to touch on that. I'm not gonna say any names, but the first update is gonna include some lower star rating animals because the game sorely needs that at the moment. We got some 4-star, 5-star rated animals, but we don't really have anything small, so you can expect some smaller stuff in the first one.
chicken for
And
me, please.
what about I saw a lot of people were asking about breeding, and I saw something about it on your Trello as well. So
Right,
can you
yes.
elaborate a little bit more on that?
Yes, so breeding entails, baby animals, animals reproduction, nothing graphic, of course. But that's coming in the third quarterly update, I believe. No, the fourth quarterly update, sorry.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's towards the start of 2023.
Okay, but it is coming, right? That's something that people can
Yeah.
wait for and
Yes.
expect that it will be there. Perfect.
Yes, we already have some underlying code for it, some underlying systems for it. We just need to hook it up. And obviously, it's a lot of animation work, a lot of artwork in general. It's quite expensive, so we need to do it a little bit later.
So you'll be able to breed, guys.
Yeah.
Good news.
What
Finally.
about
I
Good
saw
news.
a question. I saw a question earlier in the chat just about how many people are on the team. We're not a huge team. I think we're around 15. We might be
Yeah.
roughly around that number. So about 15 people work on the game.
15, but what's really cool and exciting about that is we're actually already speaking to people to bring them in the team. Some of the first hires you're gonna see are gonna be animation people. So we're gonna bring some animators in, and we can start animating some cool stuff like animals fights. I know everybody's really excited about that. Just quality of life things, little one-shot animations that could play stuff like wallowing in dirt or something. Just cool behaviors.
Nice.
Well, and since you mentioned fights, there were a couple of questions about eating people.
Yes.
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 Just yes.
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 Let's
Yes.
move on.
They are gonna get eaten. Not right away, not right now, but
Very
it's coming.
slowly.
That's coming too.
Yes.
Very
There are gonna be
slowly
a
and painfully.
gory scenes with like people getting eaten. even
It's
realistically.
gonna be most painful, not for them, but for whoever animates them. So good luck, future animators.
It's
I guess.
very hard in animations. Well, with the code as well as like aligning two together and making them
Yes.
play
Yeah.
animations simultaneously is usually a challenge. Like I was surprised recently is like just like turning a knob like with some character's hand is requires some advanced coding is something that like everybody will take for granted. You know, it's like, well, the character just opened the knobs, the knob moves. It's like when you have two animated things, it's like it's hard to get them aligned in the game engine.
Well, that's kind of what we're hoping to address with our like locomotion update, is to make it a little bit easier for ourselves to actually get animals into position, which is kind of what I meant by making them a bit less rigid. So hopefully that should be pretty cool.
Yeah, that's really
That's
And-
exactly what I wanted to mention as well. Like we figured, okay, we want to do all these cool behaviors and people are asking for them, so we really want to do them. But the current locomotion system doesn't really support a lot of fluidity and movement. So that's why we're tackling that locomotion update as soon as we are, so that we set ourselves the groundwork to, build some cool behaviors in the future. Herding, packing, hunting, all that stuff.
nice.
And there was one technical question, and that person is already asking probably like for the 5th times about support of DLSS and AMD fidelity effects. And we kind of recently spoke about it a little bit.
Yeah, we're talking with NVIDIA about some of those effects that are going to be probably potentially included, but you guys are better to cover that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess I could mention it. So we already, like Alex said, we were talking to NVIDIA to get DLSS technology in the game. Now DLSS, for those who don't know, that's basically dynamic rescaling of the game. It renders the game at a lower low resolution, so that your GPU can handle it better. It can run faster without actually losing any of the details, any of the texture resolution. So the game will look essentially the same, but running much, much faster, which is something we're very excited to do. It's going to help general performance a lot, and we know people want that.
Yes. Rosie, ready? Or not yet to stream?
Yeah, I sent them in the chat.
Oh, okay. So maybe oh yeah, I can
post
see
it.
him. You want to
Oh, that last one's terrifying.
what?
Yeah.
That's one
Where
of
are we
my
uploading
all-time
those?
favorites.
You want just share, or I can try sharing, but not sure.
Yeah,
No,
sure.
you are sharing. You want?
Okay, I can do it. I can do it.
I'm just afraid to click the wrong button and share something that nobody should see.
The stream ends.
No.
How exciting!
Just give me 1 second. Okay.
Oh, that's a Star Destroyer. I guess we're talking about. Yeah, looks nice.
Yes.
While you're doing that, I'll quickly answer this question. We have somewhat dynamic weather in the game at the moment, but it's something that we'll be continuing to develop during early access, making it prettier, adding some more weather types, that kind of stuff.
So yeah, this is our. So everything that we see, right, is built by person and out of like little pieces.
Yes.
So
yes, everything
there's
is
no
custom.
presets. So everything is like a Lego been put together by.
But you can
Everything
save it.
is absolutely everything is custom, but it doesn't have to be. So, for example, the person who built this facility, they can then save it and share it with somebody else, and all that person has to do is put the file in the right place, and they can just build it in game without any of the stress.
Nice.
It's really
And
simple.
also, any of the buildings that are already pre-built for you to use in the game, you can edit them to customize them. So if you want to make them bigger, add like extensions or remove or add something, you can do that as well.
Yep.
Is it?
I touched upon this earlier. That's the Star Destroyer. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that T-Rex is enormous as well. It's like, is he's higher than?
Well, it's much closer. It's much closer.
Oh, okay.
Perspective, Alex, perspective.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm just
but-
trying to make sure that you guys are scientifically correct, especially with a T-Rex.
But that's
You know,
pretty
That's the most
insane
important.
that somebody
It
was
is.
able to build it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
they
is.
that's I think it says, is that like Rudy Renkema?
Yeah, that's Rudy.
So
It's actually the same person who built the buses.
This
yeah,
is
and they
yeah.
crazy.
they have a Let's Build as well up on their channel of how they made that. It's really good.
Any information on how much time was spent on this? Years?
I
How
don't
many
know.
years? If I was.
You don't want to think about it.
Yeah.
5 minutes.
It's like, all
Between
right.
5 minutes and 500 hours, something along
Yeah,
those
something like
numbers.
that.
There is an
Some-
auto spaceship generator code that you can.
That's
activate.
right. It's actually a space game.
Yes.
Now the question: who can beat that?
Oh, the
I'm sure
bar
somebody will
bar
come
is
along.
high.
We want to see a Death Star at some stage.
Yes.
There's, I believe, already talks about the Death Star in chat.
Cool. And you actually
The
build
price
an
point,
exhibit inside of it, so that the people
you
can
can.
get
Oh,
in,
good.
get. Yeah. So outside it's the Death Star, but you go inside, it's just like an animal zoo. You know.
Yeah,
The
Nice.
Empire's
pretty much.
petting zoo.
Mal, you want to say something? Go ahead, please.
Yeah, well, I just want to address the price range because it's been asked again. So again, for those who are new to the stream, price range is 30 USD. So I think Sasha mentioned earlier about 25 euros and 23 pounds.
Yeah, it's 24, I believe, euros and
We can,
23 pounds.
Sasha, can we get like a print screen of prices in the different regions? I think we can drop that on the Discord channel somewhere. Later on is like if you guys are interested how
Yeah,
much it's
I
gonna
can-
cost in your
I can do that
country.
actually.
Yeah.
I
you
think
can-
I've got the screenshot out there ready if I pinned it.
Some people might feel bad because like in some countries it will be dirty cheap, and they'll be like, why can't
Yes.
they get it? Well, because Steam is adjusting the living, I want to say expectations, but living expenses and stuff like that, and yeah, they adjusting prices. Not only just direct conversion, they actually lowering prices for certain countries, so that those people can enjoy as well, because not everybody's making $200,000 a year.
Of course.
Yeah.
There it is. I found it. We can probably post this in our Discord. What's the best place?
Yeah, I
I
think
could probably stream it real
Discord
quick, right?
is, you can share it right now if you want, or yeah,
Mhm.
posting it on Discord is
Mhm.
also well. Have we
I
posted
will-
the
I'll
link?
do both.
I'm gonna post link to your guys' Discord so that people can join.
Right. And I can do both. In the Discord, we can share the prices for different currencies, and I can also stream it right away.
Yeah.
There we go.
Well, in the chat, you guys let us know what you guys are most excited about. If there's anything that you think we're missing, maybe is like something that you would want us to add in the future. I think that will be important as well to know, because everything is possible. And on top of it, we're Creative, we're not adding anything, so these guys are gonna have to handle it. So
That's a sacrifice he's willing to make.
Yeah, exactly. So you guys let us know whatever you want. Easy tomorrow, but
Yes, just let us know any features. We'll do them in 24 hours, no problem.
Easy.
you
Day
just
one
need a
patch.
few more bottles of Coke, right? It's like that's what fueling you these days.
Yes. No, please, no more.
Yes.
But yes,
Ah.
these are the price ranges you can expect. And I'm gonna post them in the Discord as well, and I should probably pin them for a day or two, and then they'll be just available to everybody.
if you can just pin it for one day, it's going to be more than enough, just because tomorrow all the prices are going to be already visible. So,
Yeah.
I mean, everyone will be able just to check for themselves all the prices.
Yeah, you can see euros, Japanese yen, Filipino peso, Thai. There's a lot of currencies. Yeah, so that's why
All
it's
the
impossible kind of for us to handle this. So it's done automatically through Valve system. So we're not like most of the developers never touch that. They just like punch in the main price and that's it.
So something all the rocks on Valve.
Yeah, it's all those guys.
They suggested as prices.
Yeah.
So just a little bit to reiterate in terms of the time of the release of the game. So it's going to be tomorrow at 10 a.m. PST time, the Pacific time. Eastern time, it's going to be 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock.
So it's basically 2 hours before whatever it is right now. So
yes.
just 2
I
hours.
think it's
around 22 hours from now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And yeah, if you guys can, I mean, if you can start playing it right away, even if you enjoyed it, all this will contribute to our metrics, and we can make Steam and Valve actually feature it if we see a lot of like simultaneous players. Again, reviews are super important. Launch a game, let it play, go to work. That helps. Just I don't know, mine some Bitcoin while you add that. It's like,
Maybe not.
Yeah, no, we're not dealing with that. So, but yeah, I mean, anything, guys, please helps. So yeah, we've been hard at work. Guys are grinding through a lot to prepare everything for tomorrow. It's a big date. So it's not year or
Finally.
two of development. It's almost a decade. So
Finally.
yeah.
I was 15 when I started the project, and now I'm 23. So
Yes, I remember. Yeah, when we just started working with you guys, like the time passed. It's like it was like so long ago. So and finally,
yes,
and it's
yes.
only the beginning, as we said. So it's not the end. So
never
It's only
ends.
the beginning of the journey,
No,
but we are very
it
excited
never ends.
because. Sorry, Cindy.
It's okay.
Sorry, Cindy. Didn't want to cut you off.
you're forgiven.
All I said was it will never end.
Yes. Well,
It-
I was just
it
hopefully
doesn't
it will last for a
need
while.
to. If the community is thriving, if you guys enjoying, if everything works fine, like it's okay to develop games for longer than a year or two. It's like if you guys enjoy
Absolutely.
what we're delivering, it's like yeah, we'll continue doing it.
We will continue development as long as our funds allow us to, and like even if they don't, I'm sure some of us will find a ways to finish things off as we'd like, because we are obviously very dedicated to the project. You know, like I said earlier, we started at a point where, you know, realistically we should have quit. I know it's bad to say that, but it was against any interests, any logical and practical interests to continue on in those moments. But we've kept on, we've soldiered on, and we're just very dedicated to see this project flourish, and we only hope that you guys will like it and will be able to support it and be with us for the rest of this wonderful journey.
Yeah, I think it's a good note to start wrapping things up on, and yeah, I think went really well. Thank you everyone for joining. If you guys want to have like last word, please say something before I hit the red button and we go back to
Who, us or
preparing for the
the
lunch.
chat? Oh, us, right?
What's up?
I asked if you wanted us to say something or the chat.
It's mostly you guys. The chat is saying a lot. It's like they're not gonna stop. They're not gonna
Well,
stop. It's like yeah.
I feel like I said everything I wanted to say now. If everybody else wants to say something.
I know Cindy wants. Go ahead.
You all are lovely. Big hugs. I love all of you.
I'm
Yeah.
not ready to commit.
No, you haven't prepared your
Okay.
speech for. Okay.
Nah.
Rosie, you good?
We're just very excited for everyone to start playing. We know there's been like a lot of hype around the game, and we're just really excited to release it and see what everyone thinks and to see what everyone's park is going to look like. So don't forget to share everything in our Discord, and yeah, we're going to be having a gameplay video coming out later on our YouTube channel as well. So look out for that, and we can't wait to see what you make.
Awesome. And it was my pleasure as well. And Sasha, thank you very much
Thank you guys for
for
joining
helping
us
with this.
and for staying.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, tomorrow is a big day. Hopefully everything goes well. It's like it's a little sketch with Steam. Like sometimes things are not launching well, but we're stressing them out as well to double check everything for our lunch. And I guess we'll see you guys tomorrow in the game. I mean, somehow.
Can't wait.
Right.
Very excited.
Yeah. Well, thank you everyone very much, and you guys have a good day, good morning, and good evening. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.